Get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick. It makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Quickly to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Thrust that arm out. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a man in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Runs through a tackle. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Inside the 50. The 30. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Moore will throw. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to run for it. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Allison Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They'll give it to him again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Makes the grab on the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Manning. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas!
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution. Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Moore to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eyes, that drag comes wide open, good throw, good catch, first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Just enough time to get off one more snap. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He'll need to put some leg in this one. A 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Moore will throw. Gets it out fast. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quickly out to the tight end. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
To the air on second down. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! They take the lead with the 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the running back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Bryant. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Bryant. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
14, Oregon, 10.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Moore to the air. The quick out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Bryant. Smashes ahead. Turning it on. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on those same plays. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride. Gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Quarterback adapted. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
It's money time, and my quarterback's got to come through, and boy, does he ever. It wasn't with his arm this time, but with his legs. You don't account for his legs? Look at this. Scramble around, get outside the pocket, make something happen, and make the heads-up play to stop the clock by stepping out of bounds.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Spins away from one. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
That's why I like running the football at this juncture of the game. A field goal ties it. You can't go backwards. And by running the ball, you're minimizing the chances for a negative play. So just trust this offensive line. Trust your running backs to get downhill, make people miss, and get you closer to the goal line.
Touchdown, Texas! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man. It's Bryant. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Moore will throw. unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Leaves it with the running back. Punts through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock down to inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. There he goes. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll line up to go for two. Zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. To the air, it's Sayin. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Defense in press coverage. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so faster after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He makes it grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Tate. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field, and they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Pressure coming, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Bryant. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here.
Breaks free. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. their sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Powers through the defender. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking on the move. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets rid of it. This time he's got it. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Fires to the tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
He's got it. 2-point try as good as they build on this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the ground game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Moore will throw. Caught. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Taking it the other way. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. A lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him positive.
The Ducks in the hurry up. Looking to throw again. Quick completion on the out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Ducks are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Benson.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! And the comeback is on.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. High the chains now on second and long. Moore to the air. Here's the pressure. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
From the gun. Using the quick game. He gets it in there again, scored the touchdown, got the 2. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Oregon, 36.
So first down will open up the final period. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Grabbed over the middle, it's Peoples. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93. But the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the ball dribbles out of bounds, and they'll maintain possession. But that's about the only good news for the offense on that play.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that fourth down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. They're
breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This crowd knows when to bring it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter.
Touchdown Ducks! Somehow they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Extending the play. It's incomplete. They can't stretch out the lead as the 2-point conversion attempt fails, but they'll still try to hang on for the final seconds. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opens up at the 23-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore will throw. He wants a big play here late. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day,
of loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. The throw. so that first down may be just a couple of inches short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Handoff from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. The sure hands, it's Hughes. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Moore to the air. They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Coming out with it, it's Tate. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the option. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Still running at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield. It's Bryant. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Good timing on the quick out. Turning it on. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Action on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Going to try to get it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Buckeyes will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
That's caught. It's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the
Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge, and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains, they marked it at the 29. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Unloads quickly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that.
So now it's second and long. Got the quick pass. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Might be calling a hot route. Moore to the air. Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looking left. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The short hands, it's Benson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Ducks are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And what a great play call there on fourth down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that fourth down play for a touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew This was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
To the air. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds some room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And they did tack on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Moore will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Benson. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The run from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive going.
The Ducks need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. He's got it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. They're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. Got a man. It's Stewart. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Moore will throw. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Durham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
That tells you a lot about their confidence of this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
LSU 14.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Durham. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to set...